All right, welcome back, fellow Shopify entrepreneur. Today, I'm just going to show you really quickly how to add a policy page, policies, refund, TOS, terms of service to your Shopify store. This is just a test store, so it doesn't have any information on it right now. But adding refund policy, shipping policy, terms of service, privacy policies is something that is very important to e-commerce, but actually is something that is required in e-commerce. For example, if you start a Shopify store and you eventually want to sell on, say, Facebook or sell on Google, it is actually required that your store has privacy policies, terms of service, shipping policies, and these things, these legal requirements on your store so that you can publish to these channels. So let me show you how you can get started with this. Obviously, this isn't legal advice for these things, but if we're on our test store, on our admin, we can navigate down here to our settings in the bottom left corner here, and we can scroll down to our policies here. And this is where we can find our written return and refund policy, our privacy policy, our terms of service, our shipping policy, and our contact information. One of the first things it says here at the top is that templates aren't legal advice, and that by using these templates, you agree that you've read to the disclaimer here. So what does it mean when it's referring to these templates? Well, if we go down to our policy page, and for our terms of service, for example, we can see this option here that says create from template. Obviously, I don't think there's many people that know how to write a terms of service or a privacy policy from scratch. And that's why Shopify gives you these templates. So if I click create from template, it will auto-generate a massive legal terms of service that is good to get started with. Obviously, it says, again, at the top that these templates aren't legal advice, and that is what it is referring to, these automatic generated templates. And in these templates, there are sections that you have to input your actual information, so it makes sense. And there are sections that it says if you're using this service, for example, if you're using Shopify Audience, add this paragraph in or take this paragraph out or whatsoever, because these terms of service and these legal policies are very specific for each business. Now, these policies are very, very important, and they're no fun at all to make, but they are something that needs to get done. I'd recommend taking a weekend or taking a week and going through these very thoroughly, just to make sure you understand what's written in these templates, or if you're using a third-party website that generates one for you, make one that makes sense for your business. These written return and refund policies are very specific to your products that you're selling, where you're selling, if you're drop shipping, if you're selling from a supplier on one side of the world or not. How can customers return their information? How are they going to get a refund? This is something that needs to go through, and that is very similar as well to your shipping policy. When people are going to get their packages, how soon are items fulfilled, how soon are they shipped out, when can they expect them, is there tracking on the shipping, is there no tracking, that sort of thing. Is the shipping policy the same for every country? If you're selling in multiple countries, it's good to make one segment for one country and another segment for another country for all the markets that you're selling in. Now, the final step, once you've created these refund policies, we can just type in a few words here, privacy, and we can type in shipping here, and we can then, once we've edited, we can go here to the top and click save. And so it'll tell you one more thing here. So it says saved policies are automatically linked in the footer of the checkout. So you have your web page, and then you have your cart page, and then you have your checkout. It's saying they're automatically at the bottom there, but they can also be added to your online store menu. So what we can do is we can go to online store, and we can go themes, and then we can go customize here, and we can add these to our footer by scrolling down to our footer. And then right here on the right, we will see the show policy links checkbox right here at the bottom. So our policies are filled out because we put them in on the settings, and that is linking this information to the footer. So now we can see our refund policy, our privacy policy, our terms of service, and our shipping are now showing. And if we click one of these, we will see the information that we put into those boxes. Again, this is not very fun to go through, but it is required, especially when you're trying to sell, for example, on Google, on Facebook. These companies require your website to have these policies in place in order to list your products on their channel. So templates and online third parties are a good way to get started. Always go through and understand that what your policies are saying, how they make sense, how they're protecting you. It's not really something that should be rushed, as it is required in a lot of different channels. Again, this isn't legal advice, but just something to show you, to get you started, how to add these policies, why they're required, and how to add a template from the settings. I hope this helps. If this helps, leave a like. And if you wanted to join a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, like-minded Shopify entrepreneurs, consider subscribing. And if you do, I'll see you in the next video.